morning, happy Sunday. It is, what time? 7:41, and I am going to go to the gym and get my workout in. I did yesterday, but I'm not going to work out tomorrow. I have an appointment really early in the morning tomorrow that I have to get ready for, and there's no point in getting ready, shower, and doing all that, and then working out, right? That's how I look at it. That's why I like to get my workouts done in the morning most of the time, because then it's just over and done with and I can shower and be ready for the day. But anywho, so if there's nobody in the gym, which I doubt this early on a Sunday, I'll show you a little bit of my workout, if that is inspiring. It's kind of a cloudy, gloomy day today. It looks like it's going to rain, but it's laundry day, just kind of getting ready for the weekday. So yeah, let me know what you guys got going on, and let's get to the gym. So that's what I'm talking about. Look at how cloudy and gross it is. Hopefully I can get this in and back to Vader before it rains on me, but holy cow. Whew, okay, so I just got done doing my crunches or my sit-ups, and I wanted to give you a tip if you're wanting to do a full sit-up and not a regular crunch, which both work great. I got a couple of the heavier dumbbells to hold my feet down, so I'm able to, lean back and then pull myself up with my stomach. So I'm trying to build my ab strength again, and hopefully this will help, because I just wasn't feeling it with the crunches. I'm definitely feeling it here. Hello. So yeah, now I'm going to do a plank. I'm gonna try to do a 3-minute plank, and then we'll do some arm workout. But man, those sit-ups. Oh, I did find a sit-up challenge to do. I will put that picture up for you here if you want to join in. Just like take a screenshot of it, and I'll probably post it in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, make sure you check that out. It'll be on our website and Instagram, all that stuff. So, whew, let's go to the next thing. All right, so it is now about 10:30, and I'm gonna make our first meal of the day. We're gonna have the same thing, so we'll just show it all to you. But I've got my burner out. I don't have a stove here, so this is actually super handy. The only thing, I think we got it at Walmart, the only thing I don't like about it is it takes a little while for it to heat up, but once it gets going, it's good. We do have another one that works a lot faster, but of course, Ralphie's afraid of that, so I'll just use this one. But before we get started on it, I did have a couple questions about what I've think about my pots and pans after using them for, gosh, it's probably been close to a year now, at least 9 months. But if you haven't seen this video, if you're new, these are Red Chef pots and pans, and they came in a Red Chef, yes. They came in a set. It is one huge sauce skillet, but it's just up there, and I don't want to bring it out right now. And the smaller skillet fits inside that one, and then the saucepan fits inside that, obviously. So they nestle inside of each other, and when they asked me if I wanted to try them out and review them, I said absolutely, because I thought it would be perfect for the RV, and it actually is. It's a space saver, tremendous, and it's got one handle that attaches to all three, and I just love it. The only thing is, and I talked about this in the first one, I made spaghetti the first time because I wanted to see if it would stain the pans or anything, and as you can see, they look great. There is no staining. It's been about 6 months. They're non-stick. I love them. Absolutely love them. They are listed in my Amazon storefront, and they're very affordable too. But this handle is made of a little bit of a different material here, and it stains over time, but is it the end of the world? No. It's not even, that's just dirty. It's not even bubbling up or anything like that. It's just, it just stains it, and that's okay. So very easy to use. I absolutely love it. As far as the nonstick, it is still extremely nonstick. You just need to use things that are not going to nick it. I do have a couple of nicks, but that's my fault. Actually, there's really just one. I'm feeling it here with my nail. It's just that one. These are actually okay, but you just got to be careful and not use anything that is metal on it. You want to use silicone or wooden, and those new tools that I just got recently, I talked about the Simply Cool things. Those work great in here. So I still love them. They're still holding up the non-stick portion. If you get like little scratches in it, that's my fault for using something I shouldn't have in it. But otherwise, we love them. But anyways, what am I making today? So we got the Egglife wraps, just using stuff up. We still have some ham Andy hasn't used. I have a little bit of turkey breast left. I'm going to probably finish this up. We're just going to make some wraps, but I thought I would toast them up a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of shredded cheese at the bottom of the pan to kind of give the Egglife a little bit more flavor on the outside, like a crispiness. So I'm excited about that. And then I might cut up a tomato also. So really, this is super low carb. This is 1 carb per serving for me. I'm going to use the plain egg white wraps because they're 0 carb. Let's see, I'll probably use 1 slice of this, which is 0 carb. So we're still at 1 carb so far. And the only other thing would be the tomato. And I looked this up prior, so I remember it's about 2.5 carbs per tomato. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I might use half of it. So we'll just say 1.5. Maybe I'll round up to 2, because I'm also going to be adding a little bit of this on the outside, and I won't use a full serving of this, which is 1/4 cup. I just need a little tiny bit. So that's kind of where rounding up just to cover your bases is going to be helpful. So yeah, that's it. So we're going to warm this up, cook the cheese, and I'll show you what it looks like after, but pretty excited about trying this. Okay, so here is one of Andy's. I've made him 2, and the second one is turning out so much better. And before I make mine, I'll show you how I did it, but I wanted to at least show you this is what I had in mind. That crispy outer cheesy part on the Egglife wrap, and oh, that just looks delicious. It's just like a melt, some kind of a melt, sandwich melt. Okay, so the first thing I do is I put a little handful, and let's be real, that's probably actually 1/4 cup, so that'll be a carb for me, no big deal. We'll put a little bit down on there, and we're gonna start browning it up, and then I'm gonna lay an Egglife wrap on top of it, and then layer my food on top of it also, so it's all kind of warming up, and you want this to get kind of brown and crispy. So let me get the Egglife on. Okay, so this is after I've layered everything on it, and I did put a little mayo and mustard. Side note, this is leftover from my sub in a tub. I had some leftover mayo and mustard that they gave me, so I keep that stuff and I use it. Do you guys? I just feel like, you know, in a way I paid for it. So yeah, so I'm gonna flip this on the side now, and we're gonna have lunch. I don't think I'm gonna put a tomato on it after all. I don't want to mix the hot with the cold tomato. Is that weird? I don't know. Oh snap, I think I'm on to something here. This looks delicious. I turned off the burner, and I'm just gonna let this mustard kind of melt down into it a little bit, and oh my goodness. This is our first meal of the day, and I ended up using the Egglife wrap that had the garden salsa one, and it is 1 carb, so 3 carbs for my lunch, and I had a cup of coffee this morning, so that was 2 carbs, so I've had 5. I'm running at about 5 around midday. Have you guys noticed that? But yep, pretty excited. I just had a bite of this. It is so delicious. It brought me back to something, and I can't remember what it was that it reminded me of, but it had to do with the mustard too. So if you love mustard, I would add mustard, but oh my gosh, look at this. This looks delicious, and it is only 3 carbs. 3 carbs. And if you use the plain Egglife wrap, it would be 0, you know, 1 less. It would be 2 carbs. So I hope you guys try it. Let me know if you do. All right, it is getting close to dinner time. Not quite. It is about 4:12, and since I'm in a small space, I thought I would start on my chaffles. We're going to have steakums tonight, and we're going to make sandwiches out of them using Chaffle. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically it looks like a waffle, but it's made from cheese and egg and seasoning. That is it. It doesn't taste eggy if you do a certain trick, which is put a little bit of cheese down first on the burner, and then when it's cooking, it kind of crisps up and it just gives it this amazing flavor and texture. So this is an extremely low carb meal that we're having today. Remember, I'm at 5 total carbs right now, and we're still pretty full, satiated from that meal we had earlier, which I'm telling you, that was delicious. I'm going to be making that again. Whenever I get in a kick and I love something, then I make it over and over and over again. So I can't wait to make that again. But to make the chaffles, this is how I make mine. I use 1 egg and a small handful of cheese, and that'll make 2 chaffles. And this is my Dash waffle maker. I love it because it makes 4 at a time. I need to make 6 because Andy's going to have 2 sandwiches and I'm going to have 1. So this is listed in my Amazon storefront under realmissionketo.com if you're interested. I love it. And I think they have different colors too, but it's got like these drip trays too, which definitely happen with me. If you pour too much in it, it'll kind of catch it in these little drip trays, which is nice. I do spray it with like my olive oil or my avocado oil spray too, just to help and make sure it doesn't stick. But that's really it. So steakums have 0 carbs. Eggs, they say 0 carb on there, so that's what I'm going with. And then I'm probably going to use 1/4 cup between for my chaffle, because 1 egg and the cheese makes 2 chaffles. So this is such a nice, easy, cheap thing to make also. I'm going to use a different seasoning today. I'm going to use this Redmond Real Salt Red Rock Barbecue. You could use anything. You could do salt and pepper. We've done the organic seasoned salt from them. If you're interested in that, I do have a link for that too. I'm always just letting you guys know. Most of you guys know, but we have a lot of new people here, so welcome. And I just wanted to let you know that you can get a discount on some of my favorite things. So another thing that I've noticed is when I'm making this, I'm probably going to put 3 eggs in this bowl with 3 small handfuls of cheese, so that I just have it all made. And I have noticed that this 1/4 cup measuring cup that I have, which I love for the RV because it's collapsible. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? That is like the perfect perfect one to give me like the size that I need for each one. So it may look like when you're putting it on here that it's not enough. Just spread it out a little bit and it'll be fine, because less is really more in this case, because it kind of plumps up the egg. So anyways, I'm going to speed things up and just kind of, you'll see the process of me putting it together, and I'll just get these out of the way so then I can put my burner out here and make the steakums. Okay, so as you can see, we got the chaffles good to go, and oh my gosh, they're just, listen, over the air conditioner. But this is the one that I first made, and it did not, I forgot to put the cheese down. If you were watching, I did, and that makes a big difference. It really does. But I'll just give this one to Andy because he really won't care in the long run. But these are just delicious. And that seasoning, I took a little taste of the seasoning that I tried, and that one is delicious. That's one of the new ones that I just got from them, and I really, really love this. So that's that. And now we're going to be making the steakums. This was a big box of steakums I got at Publix a couple weeks ago. It was BOGO, and what I love about it is 0 carb, and the ingredients are just beef. So definitely something you want to look into, but I recommend getting it when it's BOGO because they are kind of pricey, but BOGO is the way to go. So we don't need all of these, but I'm going to go ahead and make them all, so then Andy will have something. Maybe he can mix it with some eggs tomorrow morning for breakfast, something like that. So I'm not going to show all of this because I just cook it on the skillet and then we go from there. So I'll show you when it's done how everything is plated up. I'm probably going to add some lettuce on all of ours, a slice of cheese, maybe provolone, and let's see, what's the other thing? Oh, I'm gonna add tomato. Of course I'm gonna add tomato. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here is dinner. I got the steakums done. That's what we have left over, so we can just put that in the fridge. And here is, Andy's got 2, and he's pretty much got the same thing that I do, except no tomato, and I've got tomato on mine. So how many carbs is this? So per chaffle, there's probably 1 carb, and there's 1 egg, and then maybe a 1/4 cup of the cheese when you add the small handful and the little bit that I put on the Dash waffle maker. So there's 1 carb. I got 3 slices of tomato, small, it's aroma tomato. The whole tomato is 2.5, and I'm not using that whole thing, so maybe 1 there, and then I'm using like half of a lettuce leaf, and it was 2 carbs per 6 leaves. So I don't know, we're maybe at 3 carbs here. So I had 5 total already, so I'm only at 8 carbs today. Today is a very low carb day, but it is a very delicious day. I'm not missing out on any flavor, neither is Andy. So that is what's for dinner. I don't know if we're gonna have anything else. If we don't, I'll put a little, strip at the bottom here saying that's all, folks. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which of these meals looks the most delicious. I'm telling you, I can't wait to make lunch again tomorrow. I'm probably gonna make it tomorrow. I'm not gonna have a video out. I'm not filming on Monday because I've got stuff going on, but stay tuned because we're gonna be cranking them out. I really hope you enjoy this Keto is Not Complicated series, and we will see you on the next one. Make sure you hit the like button. Bye.